Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Sorry for the Army guys. Little Gabe was in here yesterday. I was working on a project, the backup water supply for a grid down situation. And he was back here playing, and I played with him for a while. And I did not want to clean up his mess because he'll be back in here today with me. And so, you're going to have to put up with a bunch of Army guys, but I think that's okay. Let's get right into it. Boots on the ground. A lot of information's coming in, more than I can put out, so I'm struggling. But that's a good struggle because you guys are providing great information about what is happening in your life. So we're getting an insight into your state, maybe even your city, and into your life. So I appreciate it. So if you have any information, send it to southernprepper1, number 1, at yahoo.com. Let's get right into it. Lots to cover today. This is from a guy that owns a towing company or works for a towing company. I think he owns it. He's in North Carolina. He was spending about $45 a day on the old price of gas. Now he's spending about $120 for his tow truck. And he's even driving less. He has raised his prices about 20% up in the last few months, but he honestly needs to raise them more. He says less people are out there on the roads driving, so it is definitely giving him less work. He says his earnings have been definitely cut, and his standard of living is falling for him. This is the upper Midwest. I've reported numerous times about blood drawing, not having people, not having supplies, and it has caught up. She has done a follow-up, and they had to actually close one of the first lab draw stations located in a rural urgent care location. No estimation on when they can get this open or if it will reopen. There's a severe shortage of qualified people that can draw blood. If you live in a rural area, she is asking you if you need to, you know you're going to have blood drawn soon, to get it done. So they still have some supplies and people, because if not, the more they close, the people out in the country, the rural areas, will have to drive into the cities to get blood drawn. A viewer sent this to me. They know this truck driver. I think he posted on Facebook also. I will quote what he's saying. I'm sitting 24 hours without a food load. Last week I sat 3 days. I have never sat more than 3 hours between loads in 6 years of doing business. I am currently 3.5 hours from Lincoln, Nebraska, one of the biggest meat slaughter markets. There are no loads on 5 open food broker boards. I have never seen the broker board market crash like this in 6 years of business. I was making about $5,000 a week profit after expenses. I am now down to $1,900 profit. I'm done. I just need to get anything and get it to Texas. Empty grocery store shelves are about to hit. I can't be caught on the other side of America when all hell breaks loose. It first was the fuel killing trucker industry. Now there's no food loads. Take it for what it's worth. A warning. This is from a large insulation company in Northeast Ohio. They can't get any of the R49 fiberglass spats, and they haven't been able to for over a year. He recommends if you are going to need insulation, get it now, or if you're thinking about super insulating your attic, get that done now. This is a hospital in central Alabama. They are out of contrast dye. This person that sent me in, their mother is in the ICU and been there for 10 days with internal bleeding, and they cannot do a screen or a scan because of this shortage. This is real people feeling real pain because of the shortages. This is a person reporting from a hospital in the South. He was told that their main psych hospital can only accept 10 patients currently. They could accept a lot more before, but because of lack of staff, they have to cut back. Now they're sending patients to other facilities farther away. This is Maine. Heating oil last year cost this person $2.50. This year it's at $4.50, and that is on a pre-planned pricing. That's a $2 a gallon increase. Also, she said Pink Lady apples were $3 a bag. Now they're $6 a bag. And I don't know if that's because they're out of season now, but that's definitely a large increase. Hopefully, when they come into season, the price will drop. Gas just hit $5 a gallon in their area of Maine. Nova Scotia, Canada. They sent me this. Gas, $8.18 after you convert it over to gallons. $8.18, and that's probably in Canadian dollars. local trucker in my area, not too far from me. They haul for a major car company. So if you know my area, the major car company is not too far from us. Production has slowed. Hard time getting wiring harnesses, and these come out of Mexico. They have 40 semis broken, no parts to fix them. They are actually cannibalizing some of their trucks for parts to keep others on the road. He has to wait sometimes for a truck to get back from another driver using it so he can have a truck to start his shift. Incredible. Incredible. We're becoming a third world country. This is Iowa. A $562 million beef processing plant being built in Iowa has come to a halt due to rising construction costs. Would have employed hundreds of people. A $562 million beef processing plant. You see the pattern here. This is a beef processing plant. It's not even getting built and it's stopping. This is a Walmart in Highland, Illinois. NyQuil out of stock, no generic also. Also, the price sticker was raised from $16.47 to $18.47. Zyrtex, almost out of stock, no generic. Dozen eggs, $4. Tuna fish in the can was in short supply. Less than a third of the shelf was full. Hardly any bread or peanut butter. Only a dozen or so seed packets left. 2 packs of Solo cups. That's it in the whole Walmart. The rest is empty shelves for Solo cups. Ladies products, she said it was surprisingly stocked. The shampoo aisle is half empty. Can section pillaged. Her words, not mine. Can section pillaged. Milk is over $5 a gallon. Gas is $5.49. She grew up poor as a kid, so she's worked very hard to get to a comfortable lifestyle. So she actually took her 10-year-old I think daughter to shop with her just to show her there is a difference between needs and wants. And she does not want to go back to the position where she's only be able to get needs. And our country is heading that direction. Just north of me in North Carolina, gas at $4.79. This trucker hauls freight for a very big company. The supervisor told all the drivers to fuel up at the big hub, not at their home base where they park their rigs. That's probably just to make sure their fuel is there at their home base in case they need it with a shortage. Walmart, Springfield, Oregon, June 13th, 7:30 p.m. These pictures were taken. Astonishing. The meat section destroyed. Nothing there. The only thing they had was ground turkey or smoked ham. They sent me about 4 or 5 pictures. Just shocking. Baby formula also nearly gone, and we know that's a problem in the whole United States. This person wants to warn you, if you're using your debit or credit card, make sure they charge you only once. There's been reports of the credit card, I don't know, malfunctioning or someone being untrained at the store, but multiple charges for the same amount. So check your credit card and debit card. Canada, Nova Scotia, the Dollarama store. They've raised their price. They used to have a max price, I guess, of $4. Now it's gone up to $5. The local building center where you buy your lumber, they're not even putting tags on the wood anymore because their prices are changing so frequently. Fuel prices, $7.33. That's Canadian money, I assume. I don't think they converted it over, but I'm not sure. But still very expensive. Walmart, March of 2020, a 20-pound bag of rice was $9.50. Today, $14. Wait time for ambulance has increased for hours. They have had to use Code Black. Code Black means there is no available ambulance. You are on your own. Code Black. There are 300 paramedics short in the province, and this is Canada, Nova Scotia. His wife is an ER nurse. They're short-staffed. Nurses are burned out. He hears lots of complaining about the prices and the problems, but people are just shrugging it off. They're doing nothing, and it will work itself out. It will work itself out is their attitude. Now let's move into Southwest Oregon. Gas $5.35. Diesel $6.19. This guy talked to 8 Army recruiters. They cannot get anyone to join the military. They're even saying that the graduating classes of the last 2 years are scoring terrible on the ABSFAB, but they're showing great grades on their report cards. So they're scoring terrible on their ABSFAB, and it doesn't correlate. These recruiters do this for a living. So they're wondering if distance learning was a joke, and teachers just passed students and gave them grades. The recruiters have actually said they're written off the kids from the 2 virtual years. Let's go to Central Wisconsin. Gas at $4.89. These people are taking a steer to the processor, the meat processor, and they're going to take the steer on the 22nd of this month. The kill fee is $115. Last year was $95. The cut and wrap the meat is 75 cents a pound. Last year was 65 cents a pound. So we got major inflation there. There's a 2-year waiting list for slots to have your animal processing. I'll be doing some videos on this. I'm preparing to process everything in-house and trying to buy the right equipment. I will be sharing what I'm doing. I'm not an expert in this field. We're an expert in small game, as in our rabbits, our chickens. We can process those, no problem. But we're trying to move up into deer, into pig, and maybe even a cow. But we're going to see what we can do here locally. This person works for a big food service company. They're frozen cinnamon rolls. They make frozen dinner rolls. They make frozen bread loaves, and then you take that and bake it at the house. They are very short staffed. They're so short, they are only running 1 out of the 3 lines they could run because they do not have the personnel. And now they're having difficulties getting flour, sugar, and some other ingredients. Walmart is their #1 contract, and then followed by Costco. This person is taking a prescription called Vesepa, V-E-S-E-P-A. It's for their cholesterol. I've had a few heart attacks. I'm on a few other heart medicines. I haven't been able to get the medicine from CVS for over 2 months now with no replacement. I asked her if she could check another store. Maybe another company will have this medication. But this is problems affecting everyone in the United States. This is a surveyor from Southwest Florida. Let me read you pretty much what he said, word for word. We have unprecedented growth and no sign of it stopping, which is concerning me because our contractors are waiting for concrete blocks, windows, wood, and any other resource you can name. Windows can be up to a year out. Everyone is moving down to Florida, and the infrastructure cannot handle it. I am 30 years old and grew up here. A 15-minute ride used to be, now 45 minutes. A lot of rich folks are moving in, but not enough regular people at regular jobs to keep up, including restaurants and supermarkets. This is a large manufacturer of garbage disposal, and they were doing good. He said for the past few years they've been working 3 shifts, Monday through Friday. They had a shift working the weekends. They were working sometimes 12-hour days. They had lots of overtime, but they are down between 200 to 282 positions. A lot of these are unskilled positions, but the unskilled positions pay between $13 and $15 to start with benefits day 1. That might be one reason they can't get people 13 to 15 when I see McDonald's offering $15 to $20. We have not been able to keep people for more than a few weeks at a time. Now, that was before. Now things are not looking as bright for their company. They've caught up on their orders but can't get parts. So overtime has been canceled, and we might be working less than 40 hours a week. So there's definitely a slowdown there. Also, he says parts they are getting now, lots of times are incorrect or not quality parts. So now they're forced to find new suppliers and pray they pass our standards. San Jose, California, premium gas, $7. My neighborhood Lucky store, must be a grocery store, is stocking expired food, and she goes into things that she's gotten. Pancake mix, pasta, milk in the screw top box, packaged fruit, and more. She is warning you, check every expiration date. I am hearing this over and over again. Either the expiration is expired or a lot of them are very close to expiring. She had to buy some paint. She bought 1 can of Sherwin-Williams paint was $100. Also on her bill was a 4% supply chain fee, 4%. Neighborhood crime for her is way up. The neighbor's work van was stolen outside his house and completely stripped for parts. They found the van a day later. Another neighbor had a catalytic converter stolen. Another neighbor had their work van broken into, and $2,000 worth of home decor accessories were taken. She's an interior designer. She said surveillance cameras don't deter crime at all. I have many more to bring you. Hopefully I can do another report, if not for sure by tomorrow. Things are changing. Things are not getting better. So just keep prepping, keep praying, keep moving forward, and try to show kindness today, because a lot of people are antsy. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are suffering because of jobs, lack of money, inflation. So do your best to just share a smile today. Thanks for watching.